Okay, this video is going to be a little bit different from my normal sort of stuff. Now, I don't know about you, but when I've searched on eBay before, I'm looking for second-hand equipment. This is just an example. I don't actually want an oscilloscope, already have two. Two's enough. But when I'm doing a search like this, I typically start off by looking at sold listings, just because I want an idea of sale prices, what people have achieved. Or maybe I'm trying to sell an oscilloscope or something else myself and want to know what people have sold them for. Now, I find this really infuriating that where we've got best offers and the best offer was accepted, often with the price being quite high, I don't actually know what the realized price was. All I know was what their starting price was. So in this video, I'll show you how we can actually find out that information, because as far as I'm aware, eBay do not make it known that you can find out that information. So let's just click on this particular link. I'm going to control click, so it will open in a new tab. So remember 575. Let's have a look at the details. And it still says 575. In fact, let's look at the original listing. And you're going to see once again it's still saying 575. So it really is kidding you into thinking on anything but the first page, which maybe if you're informed enough you might realize that 575 wasn't actually achieved, but everything we clicked through from there on was higher. Now my take on this is that eBay would like you to possibly think that 575 was achieved. That works in eBay's favor if they can then get people to bid higher amounts, or maybe might promote people to sell at slightly higher prices. Anyway, I don't know what the logic is from eBay's point of view, but they don't make it obvious that it was not 575. So what actually was it? So well, we can find that out if you have a look at the URL here. And so we've got the link to the website, and then we've got ITM, and then we've got that's the title. We can actually confirm that that's the title there, and then this is the number we want, this bit before the question mark. So I'm just going to copy that, Control C. I've already built this link. I'll post this link for you in the description, so you can just copy and paste that. And all we need now is that number, which I copied from the previous URL, and 450. Now it's the same advert. Okay, it says this listing has ended. So what did it say there? 575. But here now we actually get to see the true price, £450. Now I wish that eBay would actually have that shown elsewhere, because I think really it should say, you know, buyer asked 575, but buyer accepted 450, but they don't. Now let's see if this works for any others. I know it works for others because I've tried it, but there we go. There's one. Not a very expensive oscilloscope now, but let's try it anyway. So let's just click this one, and let's get that number. Control C to copy. Let's just paste it. And what was the price again? It was £125.95. but sold for £120. Okay, but it's definitely coming up with the actual price. Well, one assumes so anyway. Let's search for something completely different. I reckon antiques are probably likely candidates for overpricing. Antique, I don't know, chairs. And we want to search, let's go for, well, used, pretty obvious if it's antique, but I mean, how can you have a new antique? But, anyway, it doesn't make sense. Let's have a used antique, and let's go for the sold. There, 695 apparently. Would you pay 695 for that? Me personally not, but let's see. Let's copy this. So 695. What's your guess? What do you think that sold for? Was it 695? Was it close to it? Let's paste this. and it's opening 630, so not hugely different. Now, I think this technique could be quite useful if you are trying to research a seller and find out whether they frequently accept less than they're asking for. So that might be a way you might be able to use this. Let's just because I'm having fun now, let's see if we can find some others. Let's take this. I mean, that £400 for that, I really wouldn't. A one of two, I still wouldn't, but let's just click this anyway. One of two, meaning they're only selling one, they're not selling the second one, presumably. Well, anyway, not interested in buying it. So copy, let's paste this. And the actual price was 336, not 399. Anyway, it does seem to work okay. So like I say, I will post this link in the description, so hopefully you'll be able to copy and paste this, unless it's somehow blocked by eBay, in which case maybe you could just type it out, and then you just type it into URL and just make sure that you copy and paste that number in, and it seems to work very, very reliably. Hope that's useful.